Guys, Coach will open right hand. Keep him up for me for a second.
How's everybody doing today? First of all, since this is a holiday where we recognize veterans and people who made sacrifices for our country, our quality of life, our freedom, I'd certainly like to thank all those veterans out there. We really appreciate your service, what you've done for our quality of life and all that. So I think it's a real honor that we have a holiday that recognizes all these folks, and it's certainly something that's special to me and us, and very much appreciated. Secondly, I mentioned this in my press conference, but I've thought a lot about what a great atmosphere we had in the stadium, how the students, the fans, everybody supported the team, and even though we kind of dug a hole for ourselves, they all stayed there for 4 quarters, and we really, really appreciate that as well. We created a lot of issues for ourselves in this, last game. Some of them unforced errors, just dropped the ball on the ground, I think everybody has to just sort of learn from the mistakes that we made in this game. I think as a coaching staff, we got to do a better job of, putting our players in positions where they have the best chance to be successful, which in some cases we did, some cases we didn't. LSU played extremely well in the game, took advantage of a lot of things in the game that, but in the second half I was really pleased with the way our team came back and really persevered, played hard, fought their way back in the game, executed a little better, and did a lot of good things. So, the big question is how do we build on that? This game this week is usually a real battle for us. When we go over to Mississippi State to Starkville, they're always physical. It's always a physical game. And we have a lot of challenges in terms of what we need to do to fix the issues that we have. And, they present a lot of challenges as well. They're one of the best rushing teams in, the country, certainly in the conference. They were a really good job in a lot of ways. They got a great back. Hill's a great back. He leads the SEC in rushing. They played really good defense and get a lot of turnovers. They ball hawk like crazy. So there's a lot of things that we need to do extremely well in this game to be able to have success. And look, the number one thing that I'm concerned about, just so everybody gets it, is how we complete the season. I don't want to talk about anything other than the game that we have this week. We're not making any predictions or whatever. We have kind of a legacy around here that we've only had one team in the last 12 years that's lost more than one game in the regular season. I'd like for this team to be able to continue that, and we certainly want to focus on all the things that we need to do to try to be able to get that done. And the number one thing is to play well this week against Mississippi State.
Coach, we'll start over with Charlie.
Just how did Tua come out of this game from the health standpoint?
He's a little sore, as to be expected. We did all the medical research that you could do on him to find out if he did any damage or hurt himself in any way, shape, or form, and he did not. We'll manage the soreness. May give him a day off today, and sort of start him back, tomorrow a little bit. So we'll just have to manage it day to day, and he should respond each and every week. But the situation that he's in is very much expected, and he doesn't have any further issues.
We're here with Michael, right?
We saw Dylan Moses in pads and jersey on Saturday. What went into that decision for him to be out there?
Well, he just wanted to, I guess being from Baton Rouge, he came and asked if he could dress for the game. Wanted to be a part of the team, for that game. So we have no intentions of playing him, or is that any indication that, he's ready to come back and start practicing or playing? That's not the case. It was just, something that, he wanted to do to be a part of the team.
On the left, Brett.
Saw Jahlil Billingsley, the tight end in this game. What do you think of his performance, and how did he earn that opportunity?
Well, he's kind of the next man up when Miller got hurt. So, he's got a lot of ability, and we've been trying to develop him all year long. And the big issue for young players is, got to know what to do, got to know how to do it, got to know why it's important to do it that way. Doesn't have a lot of experience. So we want to keep working with him and keep developing him, and hopefully, he'll be able to make a positive contribution, at a position right now where we're a little, thin on personnel.
Front right here with Chris.
There are reports out of Michigan that Charles Rogers passed away. Did you ever deal with him that much?
Yeah, I knew Charles Rogers. I didn't know he passed away, and our thoughts and prayers are certainly with his family. He did not play at Michigan State when I played. We did have him at the Miami Dolphins for a little bit for a workout or whatever. I've always had a tremendous amount of respect for him and the great player that he was, and certainly sorry to hear that, and our condolences go out to his family.
Come back over here with Tony.
I was wondering if you had an update on LeBron and Ray's status at all. Has anything changed with him?
No, he still, hasn't, been cleared medically to even start practicing yet. He is in sort of a rehab mode right now to see when he can get maybe in a position to come back and be able to play, but we don't, we're waiting for the medical staff to say it's okay for him to do that.
Okay, we got another one with Michael here, unless we got another follow-up.
Yeah. When you watch the film, what did you see from the open field tackling from your vendors on Saturday?
We missed 25 tackles in the game, so what did you see? I mean, I'm sure you saw the same thing I saw. We missed a lot of tackles, and I think you have to give credit to, their back made us miss tackles, and at times we did a poor job of tackling. And I think those, we went into the game and made the statement several times that it's going to be important to tackle well in space in this game. That's one of the things that we didn't get accomplished very well.
Got two more Cecil and then follow-up with Chris.
Coach, looking at Mississippi State, they seem to have one quarterback who's more of a runner, one who's more of a passer. How do you prepare for them?
Well, I don't really think that I see a lot of difference in what they do, whichever quarterback plays. They kind of run their offense. They run a lot of quarterback runs with both guys, and they run the same kind of passing game with both guys. So I don't really see a significant difference in what they do when those two guys play. I think they're both very capable guys. They're both big guys, and they have running ability, and they're both good passers. So it's a different kind of offense to defend because of the quarterback runs, but it's something that we need to do a good job of run and pass.
Finish up here with Chris.
How much of Najee Harris's improvement in playing this game is him? How much of it is the blocking?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. I think Najee has gotten a lot more confidence as he's gone through the season. Not necessarily in his ability to run the ball. I think he's always had confidence in that part of what he does. I think it's understanding the plays, how to hit the hole, how to read the plays. I think the offensive line has done a better job. I don't think this last game was one of our best, but they have done a much better job, and I think the combination of those things has helped our running game be a little bit more consistent. But, Najee played, in my opinion, a great game this last game. Was very physical, tough, did a lot of really good things in the game, some that you saw when he had the ball in his hand and some when he didn't have the ball, but I was very pleased with his performance.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.